today is all about the power of a chicken and the power of unexpected stories that can shift you from a place of sadness and grief to a place of delight and relief from the pain that you're suffering. Hello, beautiful ones. Welcome. This is Joy Dialogues. I'm Marlo McKenzie, and this series is called 42 Days of Joy. It's a storytelling series with the aim to power you up. My brother is a lovely person. He loves animals. And so when I called him 2.5 years ago now, in the middle of my deepest moment of grief in my life, when I had just found out that my partner of over 20 years, my husband, had passed away, I was a mess. I was crying, and it was a shock. It was a surprise. I was devastated. The first thing I did was call people close to me to talk it through, to let them know. And I received a lot of help from people in my life, and that was really beautiful. One of the things that really stuck with me, though, was when I called my brother. He shared a story that really just changed me. It's a story that I remember to this day, and it's just a very simple story, you know. It was so simple, but it was so symbolic to me. Basically, he said the usual kind of things that people say, which is, "Oh, I'm so sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm here for you." And then we had this sort of pause on the phone, and he said, "So I adopted a chicken." And just the way he said it kind of made me giggle. This is so much my brother too. He would have a little farm if he could. And this is Ellie responding to the story, my dog.
Ellie. Hi, Ellie.
Trying to fill. Are you? Ellie likes to eat my hair. No, Ellie, no. This film is, I think, mostly bloopers. And then he says, "So I got a chicken." And okay, I'm thinking, you got a chicken? How does this relate to anything? Kind of in my head, but it was funny, and it immediately made me smile the way he said it. And okay, you got a chicken. Let's roll with this. Let's hear this story about your chicken. And then he amended that. He's like, "Actually, the chicken is a rooster." And then he just tells me the story. He saw the chicken in a parking lot, the rooster in a parking lot, and he didn't think much of it, and it was like, I'm kind of in a rush, I have to go. And the next day he was there in the parking lot, and there was a man spraying water at the rooster, and I don't know exactly how it happened, if he stopped the man or if the man just stopped, but the man was just like very mean to this rooster. And my brother, his heart went out to this animal. My brother is a very caring person. He loves animals. At some point he had bunnies and a horse or a couple horses. I don't remember, cats, dogs, turtles. He's always had animals in his life. And so, of course, my brother goes and takes this rooster home. And where he lives, I don't think there is a care center for animals like this. So he kind of took the responsibility on himself with he and his daughter to care for this rooster until the rooster passed away. But they made a little sling for the rooster's leg. The rooster had a bad leg, and they took care of this rooster. And so the final days that the rooster had were in the care of my brother. And so the rooster didn't die alone in this parking lot. I hope that the rooster knew that, or could feel that here's someone who's caring for him. But just the thought of this rooster was so touching to me. It kind of helped me to put my sorrow in context. Yes, we are here on this planet, and part of our journey, no matter who we are, and no one escapes this, is pain and suffering and sorrow. And from the tiniest creature like a rooster up to the most powerful person in the world, the most powerful and rich person in the world, even they suffer. And so there's this real compassion that you feel and that rises up for the experience of being on this planet, that we are all connected in so many ways, including in our collective shared experience of suffering of some sort. And as we go through this period right now, this time that we're in, where we're on the cusp of change globally, internally and externally, things are changing, and we have, especially in the US where I am, a different set of people in power. And I think it's just a time that no matter what your viewpoint is, to remember that we are all together in this. We are all together in this experience of being human. And it's important to be the person in the story who extends compassion to the rooster, and not the person who's spraying water at the rooster. And so we have these two pathways that are coming before us. There are more nuances to it, but we have the pathway of compassion that my brother chose, or the pathway of harmful lack of empathy that the person spraying water at the rooster chose. And so it's a story that's very relevant, because we have this choice every single day. We can choose to show up in empathy or compassion, or we can show up not in that space. And I wouldn't say that every single day we're all always going to be able to show up in compassion. It's not something that all of us do every single day. We make mistakes, but that's the feeling that we can carry in our hearts. And when we just make an intention to be the person who shows up in compassion, that's already a huge step, and it's already rewriting the future of reality and what's possible, because that mindset changes what's possible. And so this isn't just a story about a chicken that helped me through through my grief via my brother's beautiful telling of it. It's a story of a symbolic point that we can all latch onto. It's a story of the chicken being a symbol for the way we can walk throughout our day, choose compassion or not, choose to focus on the little things that are beautiful, or focus on the things that are not beautiful, choose to focus on and make space for the unexpected, to delight in the unexpected. So I could have reacted to my brother in a very negative way. I could have said, hey, S, I'm suffering here. My husband just died, and you're telling me this story about a chicken. That's one way I could have reacted, but I just really felt his care in the way he was expressing it, and I understood the way he meant it, and I understood having space for the unexpected to come in and pierce the grief that I had, and allow for delight even in one of the darkest moments of my life. And so making space to have our perception pierced by something unexpected, to have space for our perception to be penetrated by something joyful that's trying to reach us is always necessary from my perspective. And so this chicken story was the best gift ever. It's 2.5 years ago, and I'm still thinking about it. I'm thinking about it today. I thought about it throughout the years where I was deep in grief over the passing of my partner, and a part of me would kind of light up, and I'd think of the chicken, and I'm like, yes, I'm going through this process of grief, but we're all together in it, and I am so sad that everyone does have that experience. I wish that, it wasn't that our grief experiences weren't quite as much. And I think that's a world we are going towards. There's this role that animals have in opening our hearts on this planet, and the chicken/rooster really brings that up. And my dog is, definitely feeling the energy of this video, and she wants to be a part of it more than any video I've done. But so I just wanted to share that with you, and maybe it will help you in this time that we're in right now. Where is your chicken as you go throughout your day? Where is the delight or the unexpected laughter, or the place where you can be kind or show kindness? And thank you to the chicken, the departed rooster, and to my brother. Thank you for being here. I appreciate your time. And if you feel moved by this in any way, please subscribe or share it with a friend. Hit the like button. I look forward to seeing you next time.